Hello friends, welcome to Wi-Fi study. So today we will discuss about kinetics of body, where we will talk major about inertia and energy stored in spring. We will also look about the some numericals. Now what is inertia? So inertia is a resist. Inertia is a property of a material that will exist when you apply some force to a body, and it will have capacity, it will have ability to oppose that kind of reaction. So inertia is always measured by time lag. So you can see there, acceleration of block just after applying force, like you have a mass m, and with a spring of stiffness k, you have pulling it with force F, and acceleration is 0, and the friction coefficient is also 0. So when you apply the force, then there will be some movement, some acceleration developed. That is, you can say that the body is experiencing some kind of motion. Now in this case, there is a spring, and a man is पुलिंग दिस स्प्रिंग डाउनवर्ड. अब यहाँ पे एक हमने गेज लगा दिया, जब आदमी इसको नीचे खींच रहा है तो ये 60 न्यूटन का यहाँ पे दिखा रहा है. फिर हमने क्या किया, एक कैंची से यहाँ से स्प्रिंग को काट दिया. देन जैसे ही हमने यहाँ से इसको कट किया, तो यहाँ के जो फोर्स होगा वो कितना रहेगा, 60 न्यूटन रहेगा जस्ट आफ्टर कटिंग द स्प्रिंग. Why? Because there is some inertia in this spring which will be exist in the whole system, due to which the gauge reading is showing the 60 Newton, same what is seen in this case. So this is the kind of inertia which is measured in the time lag for very small interval. Now there is one problem, acceleration of block just after cut the spring. There is two block, one is 3 kg and another one is 4 kg, and the stiffness force kx is equal to 7g, where g is the gravitational acceleration. and इसका जो बॉडी ए और बॉडी बी है, उनको इनके बीच में एक स्प्रिंग, एक रस्सी है जिससे उनको बांधा गया है. नाउ इफ़ यू कैन सी इन दिस फिगर, सो यहाँ पे जस्ट कैंची से इस स्ट्रिंग को काट दिया जाता है. तो पूछा जाता है कि व्हाट इज द एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ ए एंड बी. देन व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल ड्रॉ द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम ऑफ बॉडी बी एंड बॉडी ए. So after drawing free body diagram, you can see in this figure, this is kx, this will be 7g, which is given. Now the weight of this body is 3 kg, so 3 kg gravity force acting on the downward. So from that you can see that this is the equilibrium. There is some force, spring force and acceleration force. And for body A, when you cut the string, then no tension is upward direction, only the gravitational force is acting along the downward. So acceleration of A is equal to net pulling force upon total mass. So net pulling force 4g divided by total mass is equal to 4. So A is equal to g. Now coming to the acceleration of B. So acceleration of V is net pulling force, in this case 7g upward, 3g downward. So 7g minus 3g, 4g divided by total mass 3, so 4g by 3. It is acting along the upward direction, because pulling force is, if you see from this free body diagram, so 7g is upward and 3g downward, so the resulting force is 4g upward. So in this way you can calculate. Now in this एक यहाँ पे प्लेन है, इस प्लेन से एक यहाँ पे कटिंग की गई है और एक आदमी इस टाइप का अरेंजमेंट है, बॉक्स अरेंजमेंट। इस बॉक्स में इंसान, ये आदमी खड़ा होकर के, इसके नीचे एक प्लेट है। इस प्लेट को जैसे ही यहाँ से खींचेगा, ये जो स्प्रिंग कनेक्टेड दोनों मास है ये नीचे गिर जाएंगे। दैट इज़, ये इंसान जैसे ही इसको इधर खींच लेता है तो ये पूरा सिस्टम नीचे जाने लगेगा। तो पूछा जा रहा असलरेशन ऑफ ब्लॉक जस्ट आफ्टर पुल्ड प्लेट। ये प्लेट जो ये आदमी खींच रहा है, जैसे ही खींच लेगा तो जो ये ब्लॉक हैं ए, बी और ए, इनका असलरेशन कितना होगा, acceleration of A and acceleration of B. Now for acceleration of B, you know net pulling force कितना है, यहाँ पे kx इक्वल टू 4g जो स्प्रिंग का है वो ऊपर लगेगा। नाउ द ग्रेविटी फोर्स 4g नीचे लगेगा। तो एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ b इक्वल टू नेट पुलिंग फोर्स 4g माइनस 4g बाई टोटल मास 4 ऑफ द बॉडी b इक्वल टू 0। सो जो बॉडी b है इसका एक्सेलरेशन कितना मिला, 0। सो एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ a, तो इसका ग्रेविटी कितना है, 6g डाउनवर्ड है। और अब यहाँ पे स्टिफनेस थी, इस स्प्रिंग की स्टिफनेस अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में लगी और यहाँ पे सेम उसका अपोजिट लगेगा डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में। तो के एक्स यहाँ पे डाउनवर्ड और वेट भी डाउनवर्ड, 6g प्लस 4g बाई 6 मीन्स मास ऑफ द बॉडी। सो 10/6g along the downward direction. Now come to the energy stored in spring. So as you know, the energy stored in spring is the negative work done. So U is equal to minus W is equal to minus work done is equal to force acting along the some direction, that is F into dx. So F is kx. So spring force, you know, it is negative minus kx. So minus kx into dx. So this minus goes to positive. So when you integrate this one from 0 to x, you will get U is equal to half kx square. So energy stored in spring is half kx square, where k is the stiffness of spring. Now work done by spring, W is equal to minus U, as you know. So W is equal to minus half kx square. Now यहाँ पे दो स्प्रिंग दी गई है, दोनों को एक फिक्स सपोर्ट से अटैच किया गया है। इसकी स्टिफनेस K1, इसकी स्टिफनेस K2 है। इधर फोर्स F लग रहा है, इधर फोर्स F लग रहा है। नाउ K1 इज ग्रेटर देन K2, इट इज़ गिवन। नाउ एनर्जी स्टोर्ड इन स्प्रिंग में, अगर इसमें एनर्जी स्टोर्ड U1 हो रही है, इसमें एनर्जी स्टोर्ड U2 हो रही है, तो दोनों में क्या रिलेशन है। सो U इज इक्वल टू हाफ kx स्क्वायर। सो फोर्स हमने सेम लगाया, सो यू कैन डिवाइड बाई k in numerator and denominator. So what will be happen, half kx square by k square x square by k. So kx is equal to f. So this equations become f square by 2k. Now energy is stored in spring is inversely proportional to k. So that means k1 is greater than k2, which means u2 is greater than u1. So this will be correct answer. Now pseudo force. So as in vector algebra part, as in a vector where I taught you about the scalar product, vector product, in that we have seen that when we take the cross product of two vector, it will give the pseudo kind of vector. That means the direction of cross product of vector is different from the direction of their individual component. That means vector C is equal to A cross V. So the direction of C is different from A and V. So pseudo force that is vectors, in that case vector C is pseudo vector. Similarly pseudo force. So pseudo force is non-real force as I have told you in the vector part, that pseudo vector is not real. You can experience, but it doesn't exist. You cannot quantify it. So in a similar way, pseudo force is also non-real force. So there will be correction factor applied for the measurement of pseudo force. The same thing. How you can figure out this pseudo force? At a plane, there are two body A and B. The acceleration of body A with respect to Earth is this one. A acceleration of A with respect to Earth. Now body B, acceleration of B with respect to Earth. So if you have to find out the acceleration of body B with respect to A, then acceleration of body B with respect to Earth minus acceleration of A with respect to Earth. These things we have discussed in the last module. Now this one is the actual acceleration of body B. Now A actual is equal to this is what observed, A observed. यहाँ से ऑब्जर्वर है, वो इस बॉडी का अर्थ के रिस्पेक्ट में इसने ऑब्जर्व किया. सो दिस इज एक्सेलरेशन ऑब्जर्व प्लस दिस ए फ्रेम. In this case, for body B, the frame is A. So this is A frame minus A frame. Now you can multiply by M. So M into A actual plus M into A observed plus minus M into A frame. So this is actual force. This is observed force, and this is pseudo force. So in this way you can understand the pseudo force is nothing but the mass into the acceleration of frame. Mass of body B and acceleration of frame, that is pseudo force. These things we have discussed in the starting module of basic concept of physics, where we will discuss about the relative motion of boat and river, swimmer and river, and many applications. So you have doubt, you go to that module where we have discussed about the boat and river kind of phenomena. You can learn the things. This is related to the we have discussed in very basic in that module. Now you have got in this case pseudo force. So pseudo force is nothing but the body, mass of body into mass of frame. So direction, what is direction of pseudo force? Opposite to the motion of frame. Like if the frame is moving in this direction, so the direction of pseudo force is this direction. So opposite to the motion of body. Now come to the inertial frame. So inertial frame is always holds the Newton's law. It is non-accelerated frame. What is that means? Acceleration A is equal to 0. When A is equal to 0, then velocity is equal to constant. So in case of inertial force, pseudo force is equal to 0. So what happened? F observed equal to F actual. So in case of inertial frame, no pseudo force exists. So whatever we have observed, whatever the actual force, this is equal to each other. Now Earth is a example of inertial frame. Now non-inertial frame. In non-inertial frame, acceleration is not 0. There will be some acceleration which will be experienced by body. So pseudo force is equal to mass of body into acceleration of frame. So in this case, the observed force is not equal to the actual force. Let us understand these things with an example. Now there are two body A and B. The weight of body B is 4 kg and this is 3 kg. So their acceleration is given 6 meter per second square, 4 meter per second square. So body B, if I will take body A as a inertial frame, or if we will take body A, then for body A, what is the inertial? There is two kind of frame are there. Either we can say the movement of body A with respect to B, or the movement of body B with respect to Earth. There are two possibilities for observation. So if we will take the B as a inertial frame for body A, then pseudo force is 0, and observed force is equal to F is equal to EMA. So 3 into 4 is equal to 12 Newton. Actually it will be same, because we are taking B as a inertial frame. That will be, it is not having any acceleration. And in a similar way, for V, Earth is a inertial force. That means the pseudo force is equal to 0. For inertial force, pseudo force is equal to 0. So F observed is equal to 0 and actual is equal to 0, because Earth is always at rest. We are assuming. So Earth has a inertial frame. So observed force is 0. Now in a similar manner, if we will talk about the non-inertial frame, like if A is non-inertial and frame B is also non-inertial, then pseudo force will be mass of body into acceleration of frame, 4 into 4. This is 16, but direction is backward because this body is moving forward. So F observed equal to 4 into 3, 12 Newton. F actual is equal to F pseudo minus F observed. That means 16 minus 12 is equal to 4. This is F actual. Now B, in case of body B, the Earth is inertial. So Earth is inertial, that means Earth has no acceleration. That means pseudo force is 0. So the observed force is equal to 6 into 4, 24 Newton. And if the energy, if pseudo force is 0, then actual force is equal to 24 Newton in forward direction. In this example, find acceleration for a non-relative motion between A and B. Also find normal forces on B. अब ए बॉडी ए है और एक ए बी है. बी का मास m है और ए बॉडी बी, इसका एक्सेलरेशन ए इस डायरेक्शन में है. सो अब हम क्या करेंगे, हमें फाइंड करना है कि अगर इन दोनों में कोई रिलेटिव मोशन नहीं हो रहा है, देन फाइंड आउट द एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ ए एंड बी. देन व्हाट वी विल डू द vector component along this and this direction. That means free body diagram. So this is m. So there is one normal force acting perpendicular to this body. Normal force, the weight of body mg. This acceleration is in this direction, so the force is pseudo force is acting along this ema in this direction. So you have to take all the component along this and this direction. So this is mg sin, this is theta, so this is also theta. So this is mg sin theta, this is mg cos theta, this is ma cos theta, this is ma sin theta. Now ma sin theta along this direction, ma cos theta is equal to mg sin theta. So a is equal to g tan theta. In a similar way, along this direction, n is equal to ma sin theta plus mg cos theta. So n is equal to mg sec theta. Now in this question, there is one block and there is one force applied F, and there is a 3 body. The mass of body A is m3, the mass of body B is m3, the mass of body A is m1, and the mass of body m2 is C is m2. This is connected through a pulley. So when the force is applied, so what you have to find? Required force F for no relative motion between A and B. when you will apply the force, then this will be also moving. So how much force you have to apply that there will be no relative motion between A and B. So how you will calculate? Draw the free body diagram. When you will force applied in this direction, acceleration will be developed in this direction. So this is m2g, and this is, if the frame is moving this direction, then pseudo force is coming in this direction, m1 into A. Now m1 is equal to m2g, because this is connected to a rope. So m2g is in direction, so tension in this spring m2g, same tension will transfer there only. So m1 is equal to m2g, A is equal to m2 by m1 into g. So force F is equal to mass into acceleration. So this force is applied for all mass. So m1 plus m2 plus m3 into acceleration is A we have find from there. So yeah, just put the value of A in this case. So you will find F is equal to m1 plus m2 plus m3 into m2 by m1 into g. So in this way you can calculate. So in next module we will learn about the friction force for any interface, like how the friction force will develop, what is the basic concept of friction force, or we will also discuss some kind of examples about that in next module. So if you learn more and more, so you have to revise more and more. If you not subscribe the Pi5 Study YouTube channel, subscribe and share, so that other student maybe also get benefited and they can learn these basic concept. This is very important concept you have to know if you are having interest in science. Thank you very much.